Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So I was just watching a piece of financial advice, and they were talking about when it was a good idea to take a loan from your 401k at work. And there are some good arguments on the pros and cons here, but there was one thing that I think they completely missed the boat on, which is that you won't be able to freely leave your job. And more important, I've never done a 401k loan, but from what I learned, if you leave your job, you have some number of days to pay back the loan entirely, or you'll have to pay a penalty. But I think more importantly, you also let the company know that you can't freely leave that job. And in my opinion, that is fraught with all sorts of potential for toxicity. And here's why. I've never done it. I've never seen it happen. But imagine you take out a 401k loan for $20,000, $30,000, and you plan to pay it back in 2, 3 years, whatever it is, right? I'll just throw in some numbers there. And next thing you know, your company's going to have financial difficulties and they need to cut a few people's pay. Well, whose pay do you think they're going to cut first? Somebody who can freely walk out the door, or somebody else who needs to think about their 401k loan and may have fewer options? I'll let you think about that, right? And but more generally, anything that ties an anchor from you to your job, whether it be the 401k loan, whether it be any other financial debt in general, right? Or especially, but especially the 401k loan, because the company's going to know that you have an anchor tied around you, right? The other ones, maybe not so much. The other way this could happen is getting too closely involved with your work or anybody there, right? So I got to be careful about that. I teach at a community college. Sometimes I let it be known too much how much I love all the students there. And I got to keep that a little bit closer to my chest. There's nothing wrong with loving what you do, but making it well known that you love what you do may be a problem. Certainly, connections to people at the work site could be a problem, and also just the general sentiment that you won't leave, right? So, for example, I'm guilty of this myself too. If you get too attached with decorating your office, you guys saw that I have done that before, right? Probably will have to tune that down because it will telegraph that I'm not willing to walk away of it, right? All right, just some thoughts out there. Make it well known that you can walk out the door at a heartbeat, right? Which is what I've been doing as of late, right? I got all this opportunity out there, and I got my secondary career. I'm an artist, right? And I even make it well known my strategies, right? My art career has freed up, my ability to sometimes even after I finish those negotiations with my colleagues, and we're having lunch, and maybe my colleagues are opening up a little bit. Oh, thank God for my art career, right? It's made me so much more malleable and adjustable to all this drama that's going on in the office. Sometimes I'll even let it out a little bit. Obviously, not boast about it, but just air out my intentions and strengths there, right? But taking out a 401k loan, and nobody talks about this. I'm willing to bet the workplace dynamics instantly change the moment you take out that 401k loan, right? I wish there was a way to test it, right? Maybe I could take out a loan for like $10 or something and quickly pay it back, just to see who would know and the process. I don't know. I don't know if they'll approve something like that. Right? It'd be kind of silly. Uh, I don't want to do it because if I'm testing it for $10, people will know that people will think that eventually I might take out a genuine loan. I'm testing the system or something like that, right? But if anybody can leave a comment if you've ever done this, how did it change the dynamics of the relationship? I can't imagine it being good. Maybe on a job that I'm thinking I'm already planning on quitting, I might give it a try though. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.